Hello and welcome to Isla's family sociology video, where we will basically be talking about my family, how our lifestyle is, the way we live, and all that fancy jazz. And with that, we'll move on. Now, in my family, I have a Japanese biological mom on the right. Sorry about my really bad handwriting. And my biological white dad over here on the left. And they make up a monogamy marriage, marrying to only one person, and they are a married unit. They've never been divorced or anything. Alright, and then we have a nuclear family, with the youngest being Thomas, who is 13 years old. And then second to youngest, who is Gentry and is 14 years old. And then there's me, 18 years old. And then my older sister, Emmy, who is 20 and no longer lives with us because she is off to college. And that is my happy nuclear family. That was a pretty bad heart, sorry. I have two sets of grandparents. They are both living. Over here on the left is my maternal grandparents, obviously, if you couldn't tell. And my grandpa is 75 years old. And my grandmother is 71 years old. Now, just take a look at my 71-year-old grandma and tell me that she's not living proof that Asian women don't age. Anyway, on the left here is my paternal grandparents. On the left over here is my grandmother. She is 72, I think. And my grandpa in the middle, she is 71. I'm sorry. Oh, look, my cat made it in the picture. And that concludes all the members of my family. Now let's talk about the backstory behind my parents. They first fell in love in Washington, D.C., and got engaged soon after that. But they could not get married because my maternal grandparents believed in endogamy. They did not want her marrying a white man. They wanted her to marry a Japanese man. So after a year of convincing, they finally opened up to an exogamy marriage. And that is how my parents got married. Ta-da! And here is my parents' wedding picture. Very traditional Japanese wedding picture. Now, during the ages through 0 to 6, I had a matrolocality residential pattern where I lived right next to my maternal grandparents in Japan, while as my paternal grandparents lived in the U.S. on the other side of the world. At around age 6, my parents decided to move from Japan all the way over to the U.S. And from then we turned from a matrolocality residential pattern to a patrilocality residential pattern. Forgot how to spell it. And from 6 years old till now, that is where I was. Whoops. Here's me in 2nd grade, 4th grade, or 5th grade, I'm not really sure. But there you go. Now let's talk about my family's lifestyle. Who would wear pants in our family? Now this one I'll have to think about a little bit. That's supposed to be a question mark. Anyway, well, my dad likes to wear the crown, or because he feels that the dominant person in the family should be a male. So he's more like the authority figure in the family. But my mother brings in all the money. So I guess in this relationship, the pants award would have to go to my dad. Now, as a whole unit, I say that our family is a structural, functional family because we have a mom and dad and siblings all from the same parents, all similar to age. We all eat dinner together as a family every night. We all go to school and we're seen pretty strong as a family. So I guess that would be a positive influence in society. We come off as a strong family. Because I've lived with my family for all my life, I say that family of orientation definitely has a much bigger impact on my life than family of affinity. But I'm sure that once I'm grown up and I no longer live with my family and I don't see them as much, it could definitely change from family of orientation to family of affinity. And with that, I think I covered everything there needs to be known about my family. So with that, I will wrap it up. Thanks for watching.